Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining me from, welcome. We're going to start by getting yourself nice and comfy. Okay, so grab your yoga mat, step right up, and come into a lovely, comfortable seated position. And if that means completely cross-legged for you, that's fine. Or you can just have a relaxed pose like so. Stacking the shoulders above the hips as comfortably as possible, we're going to start with what we call ocean breath. Ocean breath is really just a very regulating type of breathwork practice. It's regulating for your nervous system. And essentially what you're going to be doing is breathing in for the same amount of counts that you breathe out. Everybody's tolerance and sort of nervous system and bodies are different to each other. So I want you to choose whatever number works for you. Okay, but in and around 3 to 5 counts, breathing in and breathing out. And the other thing you're going to do is as you breathe in, I want you to close your eyes and imagine that you're stood next to the ocean. And as you breathe in, you're just on that shoreline and you're watching the water just draw back. And as you breathe out, it just comes towards you. So you're breathing in, it contracts away. Breathing out, it expands and comes and washes towards you. Okay, we're going to give that a try now. So bringing your eyes to a close, just take the time to come into the space and washing away the day, or if you're starting your day, as you're doing this breathwork practice, we're going to set an intention. And if it's your evening and it's the end of your day, I want you to just reflect a little on what went well for you that day. Okay? So bringing your eyes to a close, imagine that you're stood on the beach at the shore's edge. And as you breathe in, preferably, but not solely if it's not comfortable for you, but preferably through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing in and out. Same amount of counts, between 3 and 5 we're looking for. Breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, and out 2, 3, 4. Feel free to adjust your body position as needed. As you go inward, focusing on the breath. Beautiful ocean breath. Breathing in and out for the same amount of counts. Taking your awareness inward, deeper and deeper, coming into a place of reflectivity. And as you hold that image of ocean breath, the ocean expanding and contracting with your breath, I want you to just, if it's the morning for you, set your intention for the day. What do you want this day to look like, feel like? be like, imagine that happening now. And if it's your evening, just reflect without overly thinking, just allowing the memories to come in of 2 or 3 things that went well today. Now, it could be as simple as enjoying your sip of tea or coffee, or it could be larger things like something that went well at work, or clear communication that happened between you and somebody, one of your friends, your colleagues, your partner, your children, parents. And as you reflect, try not to overanalyze, just watch the images as they come in and be grateful in your body. Feel what it was like to feel that good thing that went well today. And just staying with that for another moment. Remembering to connect through that ocean breath. Breathing in and breathing out for the same amount of counts. Watching the sea contract and pull into itself as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, just washing towards you. And when you're ready, gently bring your eyes to a soft, open gaze. As we just shift slowly now into the yoga poses and movement side of the class. So just allowing your legs to become even more comfortable. You can place them in front of you if you wish, but it'll be a little bit easier for you in this movement if you can have them somewhat bent. And we're going to just take this chest area here, and we're going to go forward and then go to the back. So you're going to push forward with the chest and go to the back, really opening up the heart space as you come forward, contracting and then releasing. So open out, contract in. So expansion, contraction. Breathe in as you come forward and out as you go back. You can even make the movement a little bit bigger by just moving the waist, opening out the shoulders and then contracting in. You can stay with the ocean breath here if you like. So breathing in for the same amount of counts as you go forward and out as you go back, really rounding the shoulders. Go, or just go with your natural breathing rhythm now, that's absolutely fine. Breathing in and out, good. once you get familiar with these exercises, to pay attention to the shifts inside your body rather than just disconnecting from your body and just watching what I'm doing and robotically going forward and back. What you're trying to do is really allow the movement to come from your body with the breath. So that's my natural rhythm. Okay? Obviously, as you're learning and watching, if you're watching this video for the first time, you need to listen and look at what I'm doing, but practice on your own and see if you can then have a much more embodied approach to yoga practice. Okay? And now we're going to just make circles. So we're going to come to the front, to the side, to the back, to the opposite side. So drawing circles with your upper body and allowing just a natural breathing rhythm here is nice. But if you want to coordinate, then you're going to be breathing in as you go forward and out as you go back. But it's not essential for this exercise. You can just allow your breath to just become more passive here. Sometimes, if you're doing this kind of movement, your lungs and your ribs feel a little bit different if you haven't done these kind of movements before when you're doing circles. So it can be a bit much to try and coordinate the breathing, and it's not important. So the most important thing is really feel into every sort of, not corner because we're doing a circle, but every part of that circle. Okay, really feel into the boundaries of that movement for you. And take it in the opposite direction now. There we go. There we go. And through and around. Good. You might find you can coordinate the breath a bit better on one side. This morning, this side is easier for me. Just play around with it and get to know your body and get to know what works for you and what you might need to practice a bit more on. Good, okay. And finally coming back into that centre. So the next lovely yoga move that I've got, one of my favourites, is butterfly. You're going to bring your feet together. Relax your hands down somewhere on your ankles, on that lower part of your leg or on your toes. It's okay if your knees will be up here and you need to increase that flexibility. That's absolutely fine. Just be relaxed and comfortable and just reposition your sit bones so that you feel like your shoulders and hips are stacked. You're not crunching over, okay? Try and get your upper back posture right. Sorry, the upper body, your back posture right. And then whether that brings your knees up, that's absolutely fine. Relax your knees wherever they naturally fall. And you're just going to imagine that this is butterfly wings and you're just going to fly. Obviously, as you can see, this one goes down very well with children. If you have any children and you want to do some yoga moves with them, butterfly flying is a really good one. You can even get them to imagine the colour that they are today. And there we go. Good. It's really good to just open up the hips. Just generating a little bit of energy in the body now. This is part of our Glimmer series. So it's slow and gentle and just allows that little glimmer of energy to ignite in the body. And we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. So bring your knees together and you're just going to spin round on your yoga mat so that you're lengthways. Good. Give your legs a little bit of a shake. And now we're going to do some rocking backwards and forwards. It's really to massage your spine and start to waken up the spine and waken up the back. It's a really lovely exercise. The advice I would give you is just to take it nice and slow and nice and gentle and not too fierce, particularly if it's the morning and your body needs to wake up. So you're going to just bring your bottom a little bit closer to your flat feet here and gently just holding onto your knees, round your back so that as you roll back, you're going to really feel vertebra by vertebra, the roll and the rock. Okay, so you're just going to lift your feet up and allow a natural rocking position. Backwards and forwards. Your breathing for this should just be quite passive again. Let it happen as it is. It's not the kind of movement that you're going to be trying to coordinate breath with, particularly if you're in the beginning of doing yoga. Oh yes, that's a lovely little massage for the back. We'll just do a couple more of these. 1, 2. Good. Okay. So gently now, allow yourself to just roll back slowly. Reposition so that your lower back is on the floor. And we're just going to come into baby pose. So the idea for this is that you're going to let your feet come apart, okay, so that they're nice and wide. And your knees are really going to just want to drop towards your armpits in that direction. We're going to take our hand and wrap it around our big toe on the left side and on the right, just so that you've got something to hold on to there. And you're just going to stay in baby pose now. Allowing those hips to open up. Feeling that stretch in the upper inner thighs. And while you're here, I want you to just bring your awareness into the parts of the ground that are, the parts of your body that are connected to the ground and the surface that you're on. So your lower back, the middle of your back, the back of your head, your upper back. And start to feel really supported by the ground beneath you, the earth beneath you. Notice if there are any subtle energetic shifts within the body. So for me now, just coming into this pose, I had a light flickering across my stomach area of energy, where something just relaxed and released slightly. And it's just, wellness is all about really understanding yourself and increasing your awareness around your reactivity and your relaxation in order to then expand that tolerance. And it starts by really bringing your awareness into the subtleties that are going on within your body so that you can start to understand what's happening when you're in situations that might be more challenging, and catch it sooner, and then, yeah, just come alongside the body in order to help it, be less reactive or choose a behaviour that's going to be more helpful. And you do that by coming alongside the body. If you feel yourself getting more stressed, more anxious, the quicker you can identify that in the moment, the easier it is to come alongside, give the body what it needs, create that safety and ease into the experience as opposed to allowing it to overwhelm you. So particularly in the Glimmer yoga videos or in my restorative yoga classes, it's really about increasing that awareness within you. What shifts did you notice as you came into this position? If you didn't, that's also okay. Sometimes it takes time to notice the subtleties. Keep practicing anyway, okay? And just bring the knees together. And relax. Good. And just as you let your knees come together now, you're just going to rock very gently side to side, just give your lower back a little bit of a massage. You can even do some mini circles here, if you like. One direction and then change the other direction. Or you can just rock side to side, whatever you feel is good for you right now. Good. Okay. Slowly coming up. Oh yes. We're going to do a really nice chest opening exercise now. So if you feel like your lower back is okay, then definitely do this. If you have any lower back issues, probably skip it. Or what I can do in my restorative classes is show you actually how to support your lower back or give you some contra, some other exercises. So you're going to just come up onto your onto your elbows, and stack your shoulders above the elbows. Keep your stomach nice and relaxed, but slightly engaged, and lift up from the chest. Okay, now look at the ceiling so it keeps your neck in alignment. Lift up through your chest, a bit like if you've got a puppet on a string and you're the puppet and there's a big string coming down from the ceiling right through the centre of your chest, and it's just lifting that area up. We're going to open up the shoulders, open up the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Okay. The next exercise, we're going to come into boat. So you're going to lift your feet up, keep your palms nice and flat on the ground. Straighten the legs if you feel comfortable to do that, and then just generating a little bit more heat here. You can always put your hands down if it's uncomfortable. Okay, and we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Okay, lovely. Just now, laying down, extend the legs out. Allow now your legs to just drop to the side. And connect now to that ocean breath once more as we close out this beautiful short glimmer yoga session. Remember breathing in and breathing out for the same amount of counts, between 3 and 5 counts. Take your mind and body once more to the ocean, to the shoreline. Imagining you are stood at the edge of the ocean, sand between your toes, sun on your face, and you're watching as the tide comes in and out, coordinating your breath with the vision of it coming in and out. And do that for a moment now. And as you do so, feeling all the tension, any remaining stress, tension, over anxiousness, or thoughts, if they're overactive thoughts, I want you to just see them washing away now as the ocean washes over you, as it comes in towards you and washes all of the tension out of the body. And it comes back, coordinating with your breath as you breathe in. Pull the tide towards you, and as you breathe out, push the tide away and allow it now in reverse to what you did at the beginning of the session, to wash away any extra thoughts or residue of tension in your body. And we're going to do that for 5 in breaths and 5 out breaths, so 5 more rounds. Again, just witnessing what's happening in your body as the last fragments of tension and residue leaves, noticing the body relax a little bit more each time as it washes away with the ocean breath. And on the last round, I just want to take this moment now to thank you for joining me, and I wish you a wonderful day ahead or a wonderful relaxing evening, and look forward to seeing you in my next class. Bye for now.